The crystalline corridors of the Nexus Military Academy gleamed under the artificial suns of Station Kepler 442b, a masterpiece of interstellar engineering suspended in the habitable zone of its parent star. Elsa pressed her back against the cold polymer wall, her breathing steady despite the 4 Crythian cadets blocking both exits of the maintenance corridor. Their chitinous exoskeletons clicked softly as they moved, compound eyes reflecting the bioluminescent strips overhead. "Humans don't belong here," the lead Crythian hissed, mandibles clicking in what passed for their species' laughter. "Your kind is too soft, too slow. You pass the entrance exams by luck." Elsa said nothing. Her dark eyes tracked each movement, calculating trajectories and reaction times. The neural implant at the base of her skull hummed quietly, feeding her real-time biometric data on her opponents. Heart rates elevated, adrenaline analogs flooding their systems. They were confident, perhaps overconfident. "Cat got your tongue, ape," another Crythian chittered, taking a step forward. What they didn't know, what the Academy's integration protocols had classified at the highest levels, was that humanity had not arrived at the galactic stage through diplomacy alone. Earth's gravity was 1.4 times standard galactic norm. Its atmospheric composition required adaptations that made human cardiovascular systems exceptionally efficient. And its evolutionary history, marked by predator and prey dynamics that put most civilized worlds to shame, had bred something the galaxy hadn't seen in 10,000 years: natural-born persistence hunters. Elsa's implant chimed softly, combat mode available, authorization required. She subvocalized the command, feeling the familiar rush as her adrenal glands received the signal, as her muscle fibers tensed with optimized firing patterns, as time seemed to slow to a crawl. The first Crythian lunged. Elsa moved. Her motion was economical, brutal, and precise. She dropped low, using the attacker's momentum against it, her reinforced knuckles striking the vulnerable joint between thorax and abdomen. The Crythian's exoskeleton, designed to withstand atmospheric pressure variations and radiation, had never evolved to handle kinetic impact from a gravity worlder's fist. The carapace cracked with a sound like breaking porcelain. The second came from her left. Elsa pivoted, her legs sweeping out in an arc that would have been impossible in Earth's gravity, but was devastatingly effective in the station's 0.8 G environment. Her boot connected with the Crythian's primary support leg, and it collapsed with a shriek of pain. "Impossible," the third Crythian stammered, backing away. "Humans are Class 3 combatants. You shouldn't be able to." Elsa closed the distance in 2 strides. "Your intelligence is outdated," she said quietly, her hand gripping the Crythian's thorax assembly. She didn't strike, didn't need to. The message was clear. The fourth Crythian had already fled. Alarms began to wail. Red emergency lighting bathed the corridor as security drones descended from ceiling hatches, their sensors locked on the scene. Elsa released her grip and stepped back, raising her hands in a non-threatening posture. Her implant automatically began recording testimony, time-stamped and encrypted. "Cadet Elsa Reeves," a synthetic voice echoed through the corridor. "Remain stationary, security en route." 2 hours later, Elsa sat in the office of Commandant Threxal, a Viridian whose reputation for fairness was matched only by his tactical brilliance. His 3-lobed brain pulsed softly beneath translucent skin as he reviewed the drone footage on a holographic display. "Remarkable," he said finally, his voice a melodic series of tones translated by the universal interface. "The combat protocols claimed you were rated Class 3, yet you disabled 3 Crythian cadets, rated Class 7 combatants, in under 4 seconds. "The ratings are based on unaided combat capacity," Elsa replied. "My implant provides tactical support, but the physical capabilities are entirely biological, human biology." Threxal's skin rippled in what might have been surprise. "Explain." Earth's evolutionary path was unusual, sir. High gravity, volatile climate, persistent predation pressure. We're endurance hunters. Our species can track prey for days without stopping. We heal from injuries that would kill most species. We can survive temperature ranges that span nearly 100 degrees. And we're one of the few sapient species that evolved from pursuit predators rather than ambush hunters or herd grazers. The commandant was silent for a long moment. Then his skin color shifted to deep azure, contemplation. The Academy's integration protocols were based on initial contact assessments conducted 60 years ago, when your species first achieved faster-than-light capability. Those assessments were incomplete. Respectfully, sir, they were wrong. Indeed. Threxall closed the holographic display. The cadets who attacked you will face disciplinary action. As for you, Cadet Reeves, you acted in self-defense within acceptable parameters. However, this incident has revealed a significant gap in our understanding of human capabilities. He paused, considering. I'm assigning you to Tactical Instructor David's Combat Assessment Program. He's human, former Earth Defense Force, and one of only 3 humans currently on the Academy's teaching staff. If human cadets are being systematically underestimated, that represents a strategic vulnerability we must address. Elsa nodded. Understood, sir. Dismissed. As Elsa walked through the Academy's central atrium, she noticed the stairs. Word had spread fast. Crithian cadets gave her a wide berth. Viridian observers watched with new interest. A cluster of human cadets, there were only 20 in the entire Academy, caught her eye and nodded with something like pride. Her communicator chimed. A message from Instructor David. Heard about your afternoon. Welcome to the varsity team. Tomorrow, 600 hours, Gravity Well 3. Bring your game face. Elsa smiled slightly. The Academy had learned something today, but the lesson was just beginning. Humanity wasn't just another member species in the galactic community. They were survivors of a world that had tried to kill them for 4 billion years, and they'd won. That made all the difference.